Howdy, howdy. Oh, I am feeling the tired. I had a good, 2 hour conversation with Brightheart after he played a little Smash. And boy, it's hard to enjoy Smash when you only have 8 of the characters and you don't really play any of them. But, still had a overall good time, I think. I'm booting up Mario Paint right now here. Let me get the thing set up here. There we go. And then there it is. Something I also need to do real quick is I need to turn on whatchamacallit, the bot, Nightbot, to do the command. I'm gonna do that real quick on my other computer here, which I'm also gonna use to use for source references and stuff. Mario Paint, here we go. Nightbot. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment right now. I am looking at things. I am trying to figure out if I have to enable it or not. Okay, there we go. I've enabled it. Okay. So, what are we doing today? Oh, howdy. Howdy, woot. I think before I was talking about, also I should mention, my nose is quite itchy. It's not quite airy in my room at the moment. So I was thinking of doing an autumn scene, because I remember last time we did one, well, in that fantasy kind of environment, I really liked the way the tree came out. So I'm probably gonna try my hand at doing an autumn scene. Now, on the bright side, for Mr. Zorks here, it's not gonna be a sunset picture. Sometimes it's hard to say Zorks and Woot, or instead of Woot. You know. It's like how, we still call lime green Gilbert Spider. It's like if I called myself a different thing, you guys are still just gonna call me Speed. Alright, I'm getting some reference pictures here. Never feel afraid to use a reference image. It's good inspiration. So, today we're gonna do something interesting. At least we'll try to. So, I want to make a waterfall picture. Like, a waterfall here. It goes down like that, right? And then over here, you kind of have like trees that kind of block off the sky. So first off, let's do the... Oh man, it's been a long time since I've done Mario Paint, hasn't it? Let's do the sky first. Ah, there we go, Nightbot's going. Haven't really been getting requests, but I mean, it's totally fine. Gives me more time to just take whatever people want off the bat. But it's nice to have the request form there. Alright, that's there. Then over here. You guessed it. That's the sun. Or where it's gonna be. Man. Do you guys ever have like really itchy noses? I think that has to do with like humidity or something. Because I think it's quite arid in my room typically. My sister has a humidifier, but the only problem with a humidifier is that it can get like your like depending on your placement, it can get things moist and like wet, and I guess that can like cause mold or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not a humidifier master. I may look like one, but I'm not. Yeah, we're getting this little fun gradient going again. There's one word I say a lot during these Mario Paint streams. It's gradient. Do I still have purple? Oh no, I don't. Wait, do I? Let me check. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Give me a moment here. A joke from a long time ago. I forgot to edit that out. The filter. You guys will notice it. Boom. There. Colors are normal again. Okay. Alright, just dropping it here and there. Here and there. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Now, since this is a little closer, like this kind of scene, I think. Well, hold on. Let me just get a little more in here. Because this part's going to be cut off by our little, like, rocky pass with the mountain. Not mountain, it's like a cliff. That's the better word. Got a cliff going. And I think we're good. I could add a little more of this, oh shoot. I should mention, sometimes my mouse, I might need a new mouse soon. But sometimes the right click just doesn't work. I even changed its batteries. So I have to use my laptop's one, which is a pain. Alright. Now that we got that, let's build this kind of hill thing. It goes like, I'm thinking it's gonna go cliff. I keep using the wrong words. So it's gonna be like just this big old thing that kind of occupies this area here. And it kind of dies down a little here. Then you got the horizon line, but there's gonna be trees here. I'd love to see if someone tried to like follow along with these and you know, make their own. But that's a long shot. Obviously, Mario Paint isn't the ideal tool to do art with, but I endorse its use still. All right, so kind of like that. So you can kind of see where I'm going at here. The water's gonna go whoosh, right? It's gonna go whoosh, and that's gonna, and then like that, you know. And there's gonna be a bush here going, hello. All right, let's just get the angle right on this. Yeah, that works. We can also have a rock protruding out, so then like the water's kind of hitting something, it's kind of bouncing off, all that. There we go. And we'll just fill in this area with brown for now. But I might make this area a little more kind of white and gray, so it's a little more rock facey than dirt facey. Let me look at these other pictures of like waterfalls. I'm using this one. I'm using two actually. I'm looking between them, deciding which one I kind of want to base this off a little more. There's no really waterfall autumn picture, at least when I just search up waterfall. So let's say it's like that. And there we go. My tooth is feeling a bit better at the moment. Yesterday it was kind of, I kept kind of like, you know, pressing my tongue against the tooth, because when you apply pressure to something, it, you know, stops the pain. So here we go. Let's add the white here. No, let's work on the rock face here. So I think we're gonna integrate this gray in there first. And then we're gonna mix this with the lighter grays. Maybe add a little beige too, so just every color in existence. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Yeah, it's gonna be a log fume. I don't know. Every stream I have of this, I will say the same thing. The palette, and that's it. I ain't gonna say more. And welcome, TFB. Thanks for dropping by. Add some striations too, I think. Well, hold on. Let me get the goodness in there. I think I'm gonna start watching your VODs because you keep talking about that. Was it not Day of Disaster game? I think that's what it's called. Or no, is that it, or am I thinking of that other game where you're like Ray Charles or Ray Charles? What's his name? Darkest of Days. Day of Disaster. Disaster Day of Crisis. Because I looked at the thumbnail. Well, you know, it's not you're not making special thumbnails at all. You're kind of just using what's from the game. But every time I look at it, it looks like a different game. I don't know what kind of game it is. So I'll probably watch them to see what kind of game it is. Day of Disaster is the one with the flooding and then stuff like that, and then Day of Disaster is the shoot bang one, right? Oh dear. I hope I'm not nosebleeding right now. I can't tell. I'm gonna top this off with a little grass too, I think. Right now it's not looking that great, but that's like every drawing I do on Mario Paint. Day of Disaster twice? I don't even know what Day of Disaster is then. Oh no. I hope I haven't gotten sick because Brightheart is currently sick. He has a fever. I hope I didn't osmosify it or whatever. Day of Defeat. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think of the one where it's like you're this blonde dude and you like help someone like Misty along or whatever. Crisis? No, Crisis is something. Disaster Report. Yes. That's the game. That's a game I'd like to stream. This has just got a bunch of bullshit. Alright, then we're gonna draw the waterfall. So we're gonna add a lot of white lines first. I've never drawn a waterfall. Well, no, I have, but I've never done it digitally. It's a lot easier when you're using like paints and stuff. You just get a white brush and go shoo, for shoo, for doogie. That is a crappy looking waterfall. Let's just texture it. There we go. Cover it up. And we could add the blues here. This wall needs some like greenery on it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I could shade this too. There's a little bit of that lighter gray that's in there. You can confuse it with Disaster Paint of Crisis. What would you name your video game? Like, let's say Let's say you're making a horror game, because, you know, I think you like horror games as much as I do, to a degree. What would be the name of your horror game? In autumn, I need an autumn picture that kind of has grass in it, too, because they should be green grass still, right? Oh, some of this is like yellowish, though. These are nice pictures, though. I'll figure it out. My horror game would be called, And Then It Wasn't. I have this idea going on with, Johnny and stuff of this game called, Dreams Will Bleed. I think Dreams Will Bleed is kind of a cool one. And then the whole idea is that people fall asleep, or are forced to fall asleep, and then they can't wake up, and they're forced in like this eternal nightmare type deal. And then they call it the devil heart syndrome because of what do you call it? Because of the fact that everyone who faces it has to deal with their nightmares, or the biggest fear. The fear from their heart. I think it's a cool idea. Look at this waterfall. Waterfall. So basically, you're like this psychic dude who can go into people's dreams, and then you're supposed to like guide them through it. You're basically like this this kind of amateur kind of psychic dude who can go into people's dreams. So you kind of play you play psychologist kind of. Though I'd love for it to be a because currently it's like a it's like a Ren'Py game just for fun. But I kind of want it to be an RPG. I don't think there's a lot of like horror RPGs that like, cause like Sweet Home, that's a classic. Cryostasis, Sleep of Reason. No, I've never heard of that. Is that the game where you're in like space? No, right? Oh no! Thanks for the host, Brightheart. That's a fast shower. Thought you'd stay in there longer for your news. All right, now let's patch this up with some grass. Haven't taken one yet. Oh. So this is gonna be like tall grass. In fact, I can even use some of the tools we created. It's a surprise tool that'll help us out later. Good old leaf. I can just patch this up like this, honestly. Brightheart, if you had to make a horror game title, what would it be? I could probably... Ah, man, I don't have the horror genre yet, but when I do, I'm making Dreams Will Bleed. What's that reference? Is that Psych? Because I think of Gus and Sean. I know, you know, not telling the truth. Red volcano, dude. Thanks, dude. I could probably do a good Funky Kong. Interplanetary visitor, dude. Interplanetary visitor, dude. This is supposed to be an autumn scene, but right now I'm laying down the foundation. I wish I knew what autumn looked like, but I can't really say. I have, at least in real life. I'm gonna probably make this a little more yellow to indicate that it's like dried. Interplanetary visitor, dude. He likes to talk to you while you're nude. Fall is like winter, and then winter is like fall, because that's when the things turn. Well, we don't even get nice trees that turn like kind of orangey. We just get brown. I'd love fall. California, you get to experience 2 seasons basically. Winter and then summer. There's not really a spring. Even though spring is when it's actually colder. Like, I think spring lately has been colder than winter here. Like zoinks, it's the interplanetary visitor, dudes! Oh man, I can't wait to see more of the final station tonight. I was really hooked on it. It's barely even summer yet. At least I think so. When does summer actually start? Barely trying to be 70? Yeah. I think it's like 73 right now. It feels like 73. June 25th? Big. My AC, because I have a personal AC in my room because my room gets the hottest because it faces the sun all the time. At least that's my idea why. But like, boy, it gets hot. Thankfully, with the AC, I can keep it at least to a 70. But it's not comfortable, even with the AC on, because it's loud. And then when I stream with Carl, I can't have that on. I have to turn that shit off. So then it's like hot when I stream during the summer. Like that made it a big problem when Johnny and I were recording in the summer, which was, you know, typical back then when we were free, because we started in like high school. I say this all the time, but the best temperature for me, I think Nav agrees, is around 60s. I like the 60s temperature. Let's use this now. Our amazing tool. This is a good tool right here. This kind of grass patch here. You kind of just stick it. Nope, I mean, I've seen snow, but that was like when I was like 7, and then I hit my head on a rock, so that's why I'm like this. Nah, well, that's not entirely true, obviously, but you know, I did hit my head. Look at that pile of sugar. I'll probably enjoy it since I don't live there. That's the thing. If you come here, you're like, man, it's warm. I like it. You know, and it's like, eh. Ah! 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 A vast popped up. Your thing expires in 11 days. So I'm gonna have to make another, you know, fake account. Or whatever. And then I could kind of sand this part here. You see that? Man, I've only been playing for like 30 minutes. It feels like I've already gotten a lot of like like foundation here. This waterfall is kind of crap though. I'll say that much. It's not my favorite thing, but I think it's getting there. The more I kind of like layer it, I think it looks nicer. But yeah, this part right here, I haven't put a sun there because there's gonna be trees that come up from here. I kind of have that autumn feel. So I think I'm actually gonna layer a little more orange onto these leaves here. To indicate like leaves on the floor, I think. There are a lot of like I'm not a very worldly guy. I don't think I've ever really been far out of where I'm born. Like yeah, the farthest I've gone is probably either Niagara Falls or the Philippines. And I was young for both of those. But like I'd love to see the Rainbow Mountains and stuff like that. The sandy Sahara. It's not that far from California though, because they're both Pacific, you know? It's far from you. Yeah, I mean, I know I can't swim there, but I mean, I think the furthest I would be, like, if I wanted to go far, I'm going to, like, what, like Egypt. That's far. This is looking nice right now, I think. Because of all the layering here. I might add some rocks here too. Kind of added a spice. But I kind of want to get the tree going. So I remember last time I did a tree. I haven't uploaded a lot of the drawings I've done on here. I think maybe when we're on the 20th episode, I'm going to review all of them and then kind of organize them into my favorites and least favorites. Just know that the freaking, what the hell, that one, the beach drawing, that's going at the bottom, I think. Manila envelope, baby. Manila is hectic. Because, I mean, yeah, it should be. It's the capital. And then kind of like that. Oh, Carl, you been before? You smoked Tagalog there? Alright, there's gonna be a big tree right here. We're gonna have to separate these trees apart a little, but you know. You know, how about this? This could just be one big tree right here. Check that out. That's big. Ooh! Now that looks sinful. Now that's sinful. Thankfully, I ain't no lumbersexual here. Ooh, yeah! My friend got to go to Egypt. I don't think I'd want to go myself. It's not my top place to go. My parents enjoyed going to Egypt. What's the first? Is it either like I'm not putting anyone down by this, but is it either India or is it somewhere in India or is it Paris? Because I know that Paris has a not syndrome, but like a I know that Paris is one of the most disappointing places to go to, especially for there's a thing. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's not like a it's like an occurrence, I suppose. Like the Japanese, they dream of going to Paris, I believe. And then when they go, they get disappointed. I believe that's a thing. I don't remember what it's called though. If I had to visit a place that wasn't like Korea or Japan, I'd probably want to go to Italy maybe. Baku, Azerbaijan. I think I said that right. Where is that? Am I right? Paris syndrome. Okay, so it was syndrome. This is actually, when you compare this scale to this is actually kind of a small waterfall. Like you could probably, if you're standing here, you're probably about this height, like this tall. So you can probably just like, like that. Let's kind of differentiate these branches here. But we're gonna overlay it with nice reds, I think. Speed's a communist. Dude, I didn't talk about it on the podcast, but there are these types of people who are like, gamers are too entitled. They expect that you can play with your friends on Mario Maker 2. That's nonsense. That's just them being generous that they even give you multiplayer, and it's like, oh, why don't you go and enjoy more product? Why don't you just consume more? You're just supposed to be happy with what you get all the time? You're the one paying the money. A little orange. Little orange never hurt nobody. Hey! No party like an orange party. Come down to Florida. Oh, no thanks. No lemon party, please. Oh, that's the one you wanted to make it yesterday, huh? Tiffy's like, yes, now I can finally say the bad words. I have to mention though, I think it's really cool that you've been coming to streams more, because I remember before you weren't really the biggest visitor, as in you didn't show up as much, but now you do. I think that's really cool. Because is it because you've gotten more into the streaming scene or what? Because TFB, bro to bro. It's always fun to see, you know, people like you and Zorks and stuff in the chat. I think Carl's area is the easiest. Like, if you're shy, like no one's really mean or rude, except Carl. can't wait for a wow, okay. I see how it is. Oh, and I watched a little bit of the podcast. Obviously, I didn't rewatch the whole thing because I'm in it. But I love the fact that the intro is just me going. He's a terrific ortholete. All right, now it's time to. Oh, now there's blood. There's blood on the tree. I kind of have this feeling that I'm kind of annoying though on streams. I hope I'm not. And if I am, let me know. And I'll tone it down. I'll tone it down. And then I'll say mean things about you behind the stream. Like, oh, you know, this guy told me, yeah, you know, I'm kind of annoying, Carl, and then he'll be like, yeah, totally. Yeah, totally, you know, Bushman, he's like, it's not worth talking to. It's not worth your time. I mean, like, you know me. I'm a pro skater. I don't know what this voice is. It's like a half drug dude, half like snake. Colonel, like Meryl's always on my back. It's like totally uncool. I need to hit a vape later. Vaping's the new trend. I don't like this character, but it's so easy to do. His name is Snake the Rake. What if you said, I'm gonna hit a vape? Is that? The vape pen collectibles? Fuck you. Go to hell. That's the Creepy Carl podcast. Where like you're talking about how you learned like Shady Speed. I like learned this new vape trick. I blow it on the floor and then I walk through the entrance of like a location, and it's like, whoa, everyone's impressed. If I had a vape, this is the kind of conversation I get into when I'm alone with me and my quote-unquote creativity. But I was gonna say, my vape group would be called the Vape Vipers. And we wear leather jackets, and like, every time we walk into like this, like a parlor with our collars popped, we blow vape on the floor, and then we walk in with our hands in our pockets, and then we all go, and then it says our name in smoke, Vape Vipers. And then I go up to the location, and then I'm like, yeah, I'd like to order a sundae. I like this character. You know, I said I hate this character. Now I like them. My sister is a fan of the Giant Beast cast and the Bomb cast, so I know about the Pogi Boys. For those who don't know, there's this guest, I believe he's a guest, I don't really watch them myself, but they had a guest on, and he was basically complaining that he worked at this cafe, and there are these vaping Filipinos called the Pogi Boys, which means pretty boys, or handsome boys. He's one of the video producers? Oh, okay. And basically they would like hang out at this like the cafe and kind of be a nuisance. But then they also like respected him. So it's like, yeah, thanks for letting us vape here. There's a lot of vape discussion that I was not anticipating doing. The enemy of the vape boys or the vape vipers is the drunk daddies. I don't I don't know. These are both kind of leaning this way, I noticed. These trees here. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten the main thing that I liked about the other one. Is that there was purple on it. I think I need to make this floor a little more autumny too. Like with more orange, I think. But I'm almost done here, just adding a little more red here and there. So I don't want it to look on fire, but I think it's also kind of inevitable. TFP, I have an idea. Let's stream Persona 4 Arena together. You can kick my caboose. Kind of like how Brightheart was kicking my ass earlier today with Smash. I was surprised when I was like, because you play you would play through the roster when you play like a new fighting game or whatever. And typically the one that you kind of stick with is either a character you like or a character you like playing as, right? So I ended up playing as the red-haired guy a lot, the one without the persona. I like playing as him because he doesn't have the persona mechanic. I guess that's what I like. And I know you play, was it Shadow Naoto or Naoto? Well, it's Naoto. Can't be anyone else. If it is, then you're lying. He's cheating! You know, I don't mean this aimed at you or anyone, but do you ever feel like the people that you kind of don't like are the people who, like, kind of like the same stuff as you? Because on this forum I used to go to, like, there's this dude, he was like, oh yeah, he's a big Super Best Friends fan, he likes playing, like, fighting games, he likes Gurren Lagann, all that stuff. But then when I talk to him, I can't help but be like, oh, this dude's an elitist. I think the reason that is because since you like the stuff as much as they do, you can't help but feel like, oh yeah, I know this more than they do. Even though that's not always true, and typically isn't to begin with. It's kind of a weird phenomenon, I think. I think that's why I do well with people that don't kind of share the same interests as me as a lot. Because then it's like, oh, yeah, I don't know about that series. But then they can't say anything about something I like because they don't know it. It's weird. It's a weird phenomenon. And I really don't mean this to aim it at anyone. I just know that it's kind of a thing that I feel happens. And also the dude was an asshole, kinda. He's always insulting people. So I guess that's also a reason why I didn't like him too much. Yo, I'm going places. I'm just saying whatever comes to my mind. Yeah, a lot of my main friends, like, yeah, they like stuff like JoJo, they like stuff like Hajime no Ippo, Smash. But they don't like stuff like Metal Gear, for example. I don't have any friends that really like Metal Gear. And Final Fantasy as well. I think this is looking nicer now that I put this this red here. But like, when I think of also the people I kind of talk to on regular, like Carl and I don't really actually have like a lot of similar tastes with regards to like, you know, he doesn't want to touch anime. Well, not that he doesn't want to touch it, it's just that he doesn't. And I don't really watch anime either, but a lot of the stuff that I keep in my mind is anime at the moment, at least. And also, I don't really have any friends that like Harvest Moon besides Johnny. But yeah, I think, and then Brightheart, he has a lot of games that like I've never even like touched, like the one that you Brightheart, what's it called? The Shadows of Ratatosk. No, what the heck is it? It's the one that you streamed. It's got the tiles. Well, you know what I mean. I'm just going off on a huge tangent now because a lot of this stuff I'm doing right now is kind of just spray and pray. Here. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. And I don't mean that to like push anyone away with similar like tastes too. It just that I think you can't help but feel like a thing you like is the thing that you know the most about. And then knowing someone who also kind of has the same interests, you can't help but be like, oh no, I'm the pro here. Maybe just me. Maybe I'm just speaking to the void. A lot of the cases where that feeling comes out, I'm not the one that knows more. I'm typically the one who knows less. Did that monologue scare everyone away? I'm sorry. $50 blood on the grass. I think the main reason the whole thing was missed. Well, I won't go over it again. The shorthand is, I think people who kind of have the same interests are inclined not to like each other because they think that they're the one that knows more, typically. Ow! God. Here's a bush. At least I thought it was like an interesting thing to discuss. Because the way I think about it, most of the friends I have don't actually share too many interests with me. Well, there are big ones like Persona. I said that already, you know. They like Zelda, Link. I want to join a Harvest Moon community. I don't know where to find those. Maybe I could look at the wiki, because I know that a lot of people lately have been sharing wiki, you know, thingamahoots, discords. I'd probably join one. But I'm already in like 18 as well, so it's like, probably don't need to. Probably fine without it for now. I guess I'm kind of just... I don't feel inclined to join one just yet. It'd be nice to, like, meet people who have the same interests, but it's like... I'm not actively seeking it out right now. What are the other ones? Because I know you're in Katie's. I don't really talk in Katie's because, well, no, there's nice combos in there. It's just that, I think the problem lies in that Katie herself is not available to be active in it too much. So a lot of the convos are of people that I see in the other ones. Right. I try to make mine a little more different and active, but I know that it's not something I can entirely force. I just share things that I share a lot of things that I'm interested in. Like I have an art drop area, and I just like here's the thing. I think when Animal Crossing comes out, though, I'm gonna try to get the majority of the Animal Crossing fans on my end. Because I don't know my approach to that yet, but I feel like I kind of want to stream it. Another interesting thing to mention about Animal Crossing Switch is that the whole different account thing is pretty interesting. The whole... Each profile can now have its own town, instead of having to, like, having just one uniform save. You can now just kind of have towns on multiple profiles, so you don't have to buy the game again. Like, that's interesting. Because now my sister and I can have drastically different towns. I think there needs to be something that comes across here. Maybe a bridge. I think a bridge would look nice. Ooh, that's not the curve I wanted. Kinda want like a... that's close enough. Kinda just shave it out. Oh yeah, the fridge. Take it to the fridge. So we kind of have the general idea here now. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple nuts. Ah! I don't... F is nowhere near B. Look, I gotta go walk my dog. See you later. That's the biggest, like, I'm out. I did a mistake, sorry. I'll go. I've ever seen. I haven't really thought about how this bridge is gonna look, so I might have just ruined the picture. Hashtag ruined in chat. I've been working a long time on this one now. It's been an hour just for this one. I don't know what else to draw after this one, though. I haven't checked if I gotten any requests either. Probably not. It's totally fine. It's fine. Then here are the little bridgey bridges. Oh, it's Stolly. Woo! Hello. I'm getting sick of doing that. Were you both playing Splatoon or something? Because you both came at the same time. You guys synchronize your entries nowadays, typically. This bridge is jaggedy as fuck. I don't know who built it. But it's a dude that isn't concerned. He just needed to get across. I don't like the bridge. I don't like it. I hate it. It felt necessary though. You know what? I could undo this bridge, and then I could put rocks here instead. I think that might look nicer. Let's do that. So, kind of like how Bob Ross does it. You kind of get your scratcher thingy mahoos it, your knife, your palette knife, and then you go. That bridge is gone. Never existed. And then you get the green. You put the thing in the coconut and coconut the thing. I don't remember what that's from. I think it was Dragon Ball. Said that. I butchered that line. Sorry. You put the lime in the coconut and then yeah, okay, that's it. Is there a big reason to play Splats right now? Is there an event going on? If you guys want, I could add a Splatoon role, and then you guys can use it to, you know, call people over to play. Like I can give it to Pezdizzle, you, and you. I guess Brightheart too, because he has online. I know that. I think you guys play in Katie's server though. There we go. The bridge is gone. Unfortunately, that required a big reformatting of this land part here. That's fine. Any ideas for the next drawing? I'll check. I don't think there's any requests, but I can check. Cooper? Out of nowhere, Cooper. Cooper. Sly Coop. No, just Cooper from Mario. Maybe. I think that one would be pretty fun to do. Whoever suggests that will be finally disappointed if I just use the sprite and then just kind of change it a little. I might, wait, shoot. Cooper is... I get Koops and Cooper confused. Cooper is, Paper Mario 1, right? I think so. I never really played played Sly Cooper though. That isn't a fault to the game. I never played it. I played the demo disc. Where are those? So who did put Cooper? I don't have the email thing on count there, so unfortunately I can't check who did it. I like to think Carl, so he's like, okay, fine, good. I have art for the for the night now. I'm not saying I'm not gonna draw Sly Cooper, it's just that I'm just mentioning that I never played it. In fact, I think that's also the problem with drawing characters you don't know. You don't know how to draw them. Like, oh, do they have a smug look at them? Because I feel like Sly is a smug dude. I don't know. I thought you did graphic design though. TFP Team P. It is Cooper with a K though, so it's not the inside joke. My nose is still ferociously itchy. I never took a graphics design class. Probably wouldn't hurt to learn a little more than what I know. I know all about, what is it, vectors, tangents? You don't want the intersecting line thingamahoo, is it the perpendicular fuckle? I don't know. I just know that that's a graphic design sin, or just a drawing sin too. TFB, draw this area in 3D. Use Blender. Are you playing Puyo Puyo Tetris right now, Nove? Tangent! Algorithm! Oh, Sad Color's not here. When I need them the most, they never came. So this is definitely one of the weirder ones. If I were to change something, it might be the sky. And also kind of just the rock. How did I do the rock last time? I used the line brush and yeah, I did that. Let's do that. I really want to play the silver case though, later on. Today maybe. Carl's gonna stream, so. It's not a game I could kind of just play in the background. And also listen to Carl, because it's a text. Dude, silver case is blowing my mind. I'm so confused. It's got the Suda promise. You will be confused.
The silver case.
Where, so TFE, you beat it? I'm at the part where Turtle Guy, has to go. has to skedaddle out. And we just met Neutral and, well, didn't really meet, but, you know. We got the Neutral, and then what's the other guy? Common? No, that's the rapper. The fuck? My only complaint is that the placebo side is kind of like not fun. But I think that Tokyo, like his side, he's a good main character. You kind of see he's just like, oh, what the fuck? What's going on here? I don't get it. And then in the other side, the story's really interesting, but like Akira or whatever the name of the main character is, he's kind of he's meant to be kind of hard to relate to. But that also makes it hard to like invest yourself in what will happen to the characters. At least I think so. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I wish I got to play stuff like Flower, Sun, Rain, and what's the other one? The Moonlight Syndrome. Those would be fun to play. Probably not on stream though. I don't know. Those would be good. Why didn't Mario hydrate? Well, hold on. I'm almost done with the drawing here. You'll see Mario. I don't even know what I asked you anyway. I asked you like 50 questions there. But yeah, I'm enjoying the silver case. Definitely not for everyone. It's really niche to get into because of its presentation and its message is just overtly weird. Also, it's spooky. There's a jump scare that actually got me. It's during the case 2 on transmitter. Like a ghost just comes out of nowhere and is like, help, and I'm like, ah! My sister's like, oh, that got you? And I was like, surprisingly, yes. Surprisingly, yes, I got screwed. Oh, did PQ2 come out? PQ1 didn't really appeal to me. I didn't really play it though, so I guess. I think it's just that I don't really like Etrian Odyssey gameplay, and I heard that the characters are gutted a lot. You could probably be the better aficionado on that, since I haven't really stuck my... That's not a good sentence. I haven't really... Okay, stuck my nose in there. In the game. Oh, and also PQ2 does PQ has jump scares too, doesn't it? Because you have the scare monsters. I mean, you could probably tell me if you're enjoying it or not. Okay, we're almost done here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Slightly spoiler discussion, but do the characters know each other? The P4 and P3 characters, do they recognize each other at all? Wish I could copy paste this one. Oh, I probably can actually. Yeah, no, my question was if they recognize each other after Persona Q happens. It's a good idea right here. But I just can't fill can. If I was a kid, Pokemon Sun and Moon would be so killer. The anime. I can't really get in. I don't think I have the investment as I would back then though for it. What are they calling her? Minako? They went with the actual fan name, I think. Yo, this looks like fire. I'm saying it would have been awesome even more than if I was a kid, but because I know that has amazing. They're really killing the animation aspect. I heard. I like the way it looks too. It has a unique air about it that I don't really see present in other kind of animes. They really kind of captured. Is it Kensugi Sugimori? I think they got his style down pretty well in Sun and Moon. At least, if anything, the characters look a lot more expressive, which I like. I always like things with expressive-looking characters. That's why I really like Lupin. Su. Please don't make me. I'm bringing this up. Please don't. If I ever bring it up, which I will now, don't ask me to do a My Sim stream where I build stuff. That's bad news bears. We did that at the start of Afternoon Casuals. I did take down the video because I'll say it, the the allegations about Bill came up, the Kazu Man, and the sim before the allegations came up was Bill Cosby, so that was rough. So I took it down. If I ever bring it back, I'll probably like edit the mention of the guy, but now that I've said it, you know. There we go. Now we got a autumn flavor. Check that out. Check that out. I'm gonna have to blend those out a little. Maybe kind of like this. Then I'll go back here and spray it. I'm spraying a bush over a tuft of grass over it with a tuft of grass. When I do this, I can't help but be like, is this too much of a thing? And then the other part of me is like,
Do it. Just fucking do it. Just put that stuff on there. You cannot control me. I am inevitable. I am obsolete. And I control time. I'm also Dolly. Beep boop. Robot. Robot. Sorry, Nove. Do you not like the voice? It is Dolly's voice. This is how Dolly sounds like.
to do that voice, if you want to do it for yourself, you inhale while talking.
So it sounds like this. Oh.
The best way to do is,
Oh.
and then you just start saying words after that. Alright, I don't know. I think what's getting to me is like the purple here, I think. The cliff looks weird. I think that's my only problem. The cliff side could be altered a little. In fact, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna dull some of these out here. These like grass patches. I think it looks better now. Does it hurt? If I do it too much, probably.
But I'm totally fine with doing it. One day I could do a stream like this. And then no one will watch. No one will watch.
I totally agree, Woot. It's just something I can't really... I don't have the good knowledge on how to, like, do this part. I think I would put, like, maybe a bush here, actually. Maybe that'll... It won't do much, but I mean, I think it might add a layer, at least. I think I might do that. I spent this whole stream on this autumn area. Look at this though. That's a nice looking bush. I think this makes really nice looking bushes. Also, it kind of looks like piles of leaves. Let's go just real quick before I finish this one. I'm gonna add some black to it. Yeah, that's I see it too. The problem is that there's not a lot of layering going on here. I'll probably push this bush out just this way to kind of have it stand out a little more. Also, I feel like the green kind of... If I were to do anything, I would remove the green, maybe. I would replace it with, I would probably edit this picture and then replace that with, like, a light beige and then a darker beige. Maybe. I would do it to the whole picture, too. You don't really have that power, though, in this game. One layer Larry. Did I call myself that before? I think I did. I'm still upset that I could not get the 64 one to work. I haven't tried lately, but the fact that I couldn't get it working the first time kind of upset me because it's like I'm stupid. I don't get it. Luigi blood help. It was one layer loser or something. Let's make this actually darker, this tree. This picture is never gonna be done. Keep adding shit. I can't think of a alliteration that starts with L that's a bad word. You don't mean boogie. I remember doing the winter one. I think I do agree with Evening Still that typically you don't want to shade with black, but I also don't like telling people that just because then they tend to not use they don't tend to blend with black to make darker hues. So then their pictures will typically lack what do you call it? Depth, I think. But with Mario Paint, it's the only like thing you can kind of dither with to make things look darker. You can't just go like a tone down or whatever. This is one picture I'm not gonna finish. Cause I keep like maybe a little here, a little here. When I think about it though, I don't think I could do this kind of stuff in like my own drawing program. Just because with Mario Paint, you kind of get the benefit of the doubt that since it's kind of low detail, it's pixels, you know, you can get away with a little more than when you're kind of using a refined kind of tool approach. LARPing. You LARPers, get out of here. He said a bad word. He called us LARPers. Dude, Tippy, do you want Lemon Party? I could hit you up. What's the other shit people would always like send people to fool them? Meat Spin. That's another awful one. Blue Waffle, that is... So I've been tricked, because I was a stupid kid. But the one thing I never saw was Blue Waffle. He didn't say Lazy Burns, he said Boo Earns. I did see Goatsy though. Yeah, I got enthralled. I got enthralled by I'm kind of adding like more contrast, I think. Maybe that'll add to the depth. I don't know, I think it's looking better and better the more I add this like black here. Yeah, ooh, you're basically winning the game if you don't know any of those. Stay pure, stay hydrated. I don't think I'm gonna work on another drawing today. There's just so much I want to add to this. Also, it's been a while since I've done a Mario Paint stream. I think the last one I did was like the start of May, I think. May. It's around there. So I'm getting back into the groove of doing things. Don't forget your groove, don't forget your groove. Yeah! It's probably fine, says TFP. It's fine. It's fine, fine. It's not fine. It's not. Ooh, this black in this water? Just that more depth. DEPTH. I ain't no sesquipedalian or nothing, but I sure know. What's this? Ooh. I got this this shirt called it's Amaro crossover with 20XX. It has this cool kind of like VHS cat thing. As much as it's a meme and a joke, I do like the whole vaporwave kind of aesthetic to a degree. And I'm like, that shirt looked cool. That shirt looked cool. If I had an easy way to just pull it up on screen, I would. It's my sister, by the way. Game Genie? You mean like with a red vest on? And I go, hoo-hoo, game! Hoo-hoo, nerd! Your shit's not gonna work, nerd! I'm pleased with this one. Let's add a little white here. Hey. And then maybe. Oh yeah, you are right. That's the game bridge. Probably. A little bit of white streaks here. Kind of pretend like there's some beams coming through the ooh, the trees. And I could add a little hoop. I'm liking this one. We just a little yellow there. Tasty. Oh, don't worry, Woot. Well, I prefer to keep it PG on Carl's thing. Wait, what did you even say? Oh, lewd a smackadood. I don't really look at lewd stuff either. It's not my thing. But I won't shame people who are like, yeah, I like a boob. I like me a boob, a single one. Pro single boob. This is the kind of conversations you're gonna have on the Carl 101 show. And I think people like Woot are happy that it's not. Two boots, too many. Not related, and I'm not choking. I'm not choking because of anything I said. It just happened, you know. Yeah, robots tend to choke on water. Oh my god. You know, yeah, this stream is just this drawing. I'm sorry. I hope the things I'm changing to it are for the better, though. But I think adding all this black kind of makes it kind of a higher contrast thing. Which I think looks cool. I'm also comparing the screens. So the one I have on, what do you call it? My other monitor that is on OBS looks drastically different. It's not like I can change the colors, but it definitely helps with deciding value. Value is the word I was looking for, not depth earlier. Not mixing black into colors can often make you lose value. Yeah, I think this is starting to look like a King's Quest area. Like what was it, Sir? I was gonna say Sir Hendrik, but that's Dragon Quest. Sir Gawain? No, shoot. What's the main character again? King's Quest. Starts with a B. Loom used a lot more contrast, I think, which I think looks pretty good. I think Loom is a really good looking DOS game. Just has a little perspective issues here and there. Oh, I thought you were watching this on your 3DS. I was like, how the hell are you doing that? And who would want to do that? King Graham? Man, I thought it started with a B. King Boy. So this is like the sun beaming through the tree. At least it's supposed to be. It's like flooding out. Well, bam! There's the sun. There it is. Oop! There it is. Mario Paint, unfortunately, I'd love to make a compilation thing for it. It's like, what the hell do I do? There's just so many conversations on here that kind of need context, so it's like I can't really do it. So we have a sunrise and a sunset, but then if there's a nightfall, then when's the night rise? And this part is still kind of the underdeveloped here. Let's just kind of cut that out, because like I didn't really layer anything there. This is Carl's favorite noise, by the way. If Carl could, he would make that sound the only thing you hear during the intro. Scene looked a little more night. Well, I could probably finagle that a little by just kind of dulling down this gradient here I had. Bro, I even enjoy this one. This is probably my top drawing. At least out of the ones I like. Top, like 30 drawings. Below this one would be the monochrome one we did last time. But when you draw, and just remember, it's all about layering. Layer, 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 xayer, layer, xayer, layer, xayer, xayer, xayer. Slayer. You don't like that creepy music? A lot of Mario Paint, all the creator kind of games have spooky music in them. Slayer game mode. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if audio is off. I think this is the only thing I haven't checked. If it is, oh well. Can I fix it at the moment? This reminds me of sometimes when I'm doing things for Carl, I'm like, wait a second, there's something I could change. And I send it to him, and then he's like, I don't know what you changed. And it's like, good. That's fine. It was bothering me, and that's what mattered. Like, so Carl, I sent him the Loom one recently, and there was this, part of the sky was like this black bar, but it kind of looked weird. So I just took the picture and stretched it up a little higher, and then resent it to him. That's some of the changes I do. But the reason why I bring it up is like, I feel like if you're not really watching, it's like, okay, what did he change? But if you've been watching since the start, it's like, oh, okay, he's adding more of this color here. He's indecisive. He's been drawing the same thing for 2 hours now. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, not that one. Not that one. There we go. Now we're gonna spray it with all black. I think that looks good. Let's continue here. A little more black. Kind of a little bit of layering. I don't think Nightbot has that command, surprisingly. But Nightbot is here. You guys need to suggest to me what stupid commands I add. Because, I don't know what to add for you guys. Carl kind of just does it now. It's like, oh yeah, this will be great. I'm sticking it in there. Oh, I haven't forgotten either. The first thing I'm gonna do when you start streaming, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do the, well, someone else can do it too. I'm not perturbed that someone takes over. But the one I want to know is what the evil laugh is, and you said Ganon laugh, so it's gotta be Ganon going, ah ha ha ha. You add commands. You added the Dolly one, I was surprised that you just added it in. Like, what is... Ha 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 ha. I think that's the laugh. The Dolly command, not the sound. The, streamer hydrate? I thought that was it. Or is that Mebs? Oh, that's probably Mebs, my bad. The Woot one can be play monkey game speed. Play monkey game speed. I'm gonna add a, I'm thinking of adding a, whatchamacallit? A requests tab to my Discord. I don't have one, but I reckon I should add one, just because I know it can be underutilized, but I'm probably gonna use it moreover to ask you guys things about things I want to like do or stream, and then get a consensus. But you could also request your own stuffs. You know, you guys are talking about hydrating. Where's my water? I had water here before. I was talking to Brightheart. Oh, here it is. There we go. If I ever see Dolly in real life, I'm gonna be really disappointed if she doesn't look like Isabel, or like her sim slash sprite. And then everyone's gonna be upset when they see Carl. It's like, what? Where's the dreadlocks? And then depending on the time, it's like, Speed, where's your big hair? I currently have the big hair, but like, I wanna record this, like I take a picture each day, because I let my hair go out. Like I gain 2 inches when I have my hair like this. Well, Carl, you don't need that hideous beard. Because you have Dollar Shave Club. With Dollar Shave Club, use the big code, Big Jalopy, for 10% off your next purchase. Excuse me, miss. Miss! Excuse me, miss! Oh, I have overworked this piece. But it's not done. There's still more sprays that can be sprayed. There's still more worlds to explore. Miss Dinsdale. Work, Dinkelberg, work. I call him Daddy. Finish it for you. I'll finish your food. You're not gonna eat it all. It only works if your first name starts with a D. So then you could be like, you know, Daddy David. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Daddy David. I got a new vape shop opening up in Philadelphia. It's gonna be great. What's up, YouTube? It's Daddy David. Got a new store opening up. It's called Club All Orange. Talking about my YouTube channel. What did you send me again? I don't remember what you sent me, dude. Hold on, I'll look it up. Give me a moment here. I did not watch that. I saw the thumbnail and refused to watch it. He sent me awful. He sent me this dude bathing in ketchup because I mentioned he talked about it yesterday and cracked up. I don't want to watch it. I work for the man. I don't have to watch everything he sends me. No. What's worse? Bathing in mustard or bathing in mayo? And both are lukewarm. Because I think mustard can irritate the skin, depending on like what kind of mustard. Like the coarse Dijon mustard could probably be worse than mayo. Hey, you guys want this this thing to be mayo instead? I could change that. If I were to say, I would probably agree and say mayo, because I feel like depending on who you are, you might get like an infection, like a yeast infection, which would not be a fun time, fellow gamers. Okay, what would you rather do? Bathe in mayo, or eat the Mr. Saturn pizza? Now that is questionable. Easy. I gotta do it like Carl. Well, I kind of did it. Easy. I kind of took, because I sometimes do easy too. I took it from Mike Ross. He goes, "You call that a challenge? Easy. We take those. We take those. Combos? The whole crux of the Mr. Saturn pizza is what kind of pizza, or what kind of texture and kind of like interior Mr. Saturn has. But I feel like Mr. Saturn has this rubbery kind of, or savory kind of flavoring, at least. Either or is a stupid discussion I went into. It was a bra moment. We're just tightening it up now. We're at the tighten up phase. Tighten up! Tighten up! I'm almost done. I think I'm at that point now, where it's like, okay, all I'm doing now is kind of just relayering and overlaying now. I like fried tofu. Fried tofu is pretty good. I also like tofu soup. Tofu soup with that beef. I don't eat it that much though. My sister prefers it more than I do. But I like it. It's good with rice. Bufu. Ma bufu. Tofu is a light attack. TFP. Not light. What do they call it again? I don't remember. Each one has like an element. It's not kaiha or whatever, right? I just call it light and dark. Those are the ones I don't call bufu or agi or whatever. Kohai. Gotta give shoutouts to my Kohais. There we go. I like that a little more. I like that a little more. A little yellow too, yeah. I'd rather drive a ketchup over a Mustang. And then lastly, let's just kind of but turn the branches there a little, here and there. And then we'll layer it again, just so then they kind of stick out a little. That way it's not just one thing. That way they don't mix too much. Because that's something I think I lost here. The ability to kind of differentiate between these two. Yeah, it's really hard to. That's my only problem. It's hard to tell which one is which. I know that's not the biggest problem, but I think it kind of ruined the definition between these two. And the fact that you can't really see the branches kind of just makes this whole kind of garbled. Well, Zork's is hard stance against the pizza. All right, good. That way I could finally just have a reason to stop. Because I keep layering this and layering this and layering this, which isn't a problem. But then it's like, when do I stop? So when Carl goes up, I go down. Well, actually, you know what? Now is a good time to stop. But what I will do is mess around with it, just as an extra bonus for sticking through. I'll just kind of finalize these here, these little beats. I think this would look really nice if I lowered the saturation too. Well, actually, hold on. First, let's save it. Save screenshot. There we go. And then what we can do, just out of game, let's check this out real quick. Oh yeah, I didn't put a plane on it, but there's no room for it, unfortunately. Filters. Let's see here what we can do. Color correction. Let's see. Let's mess around with this. Oh, look at the fun we can have. Look at all this fun. Look, so you got like a little more moody kind of thing here going on. Then you raise the saturation a little like this, or lower it even. Kind of just like that, you know. Just like that. Even hue shift it. Ugh. I don't really mess with hue shifting. Well, actually I do. That's false. It's kind of just a little, it's kind of a little denser. A little contrast. A little contrast with it. A little brightness. A little saturation. Alright, count. Now that. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm happy with this one. Let's stamp it up real quick before we end off. Oh no, what I undo? Ah, shit. I don't know what the last thing I did was. Here's me. I'll be rating Carl in a bit. And then for Dolly's sake, I don't think this one will be in the actual one I like upload or keep. But here it is. It's going. Mario's on this rock going, Oh! And then lastly, we got to add the apple. Now that there is what we call done. All right. That was a good one drawing. Kind of went a little overboard, but I think it was for the best. But thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Brightheart. He's a little sick, so we'll see. We'll see if he's still sniffling. But, you know, he'll do it anyway, probably. And then, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Thursday. We'll do Tides Desto. Friday crapshoot, depending on my sister if we ever stream. So I don't set the bell on the schedule. It's up to her if she feels like it. But yeah, thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys in a bit.